Welcome. I'm Agent I. Behind every whisper, there is a truth waiting to be revealed. Together, we'll explore the darkest corners of human nature. True crime cases, forgotten urban legends, and the fury of natural disasters. If you're ready to face what lies beneath the surface, then you're in the right place. She said they were watching her every night. She said they wanted her dead, and someday they'd do it. But when Cindy James was finally found, tied, drugged, lifeless, the official report said, suicide. The police closed the case. The world moved on, but the questions never stopped, and the truth still out there, watching. This is Agent I, and this is the story of Cindy James. Cindy James was a 44-year-old nurse living in Richmond, British Columbia. Educated, intelligent, respected by her colleagues. She had recently divorced Dr. Roy Makepeace, a well-known psychiatrist, 18 years her senior. But shortly after the separation, her life began to unravel. It started with phone calls, whispers, silence, then threats. Dead animals were left at her doorstep. She received photos of mutilated bodies, some real, some staged. The calls became more frequent, more disturbing. Cindy told police she was being watched, followed, that men were standing outside her window at night, sometimes inside her house. She changed her phone number, moved homes, even dyed her hair. But the harassment didn't stop. It got worse. By 1983, she had contacted the police over 100 times, but every time they arrived, the stalker had vanished. There were no witnesses, no fingerprints, no arrests. Eventually, the police began to doubt her. Some thought she was delusional, maybe even faking the entire thing. But then, something happened they couldn't ignore. On the night of January 27th, 1983, Cindy's friend found her lying in her garage. She had a nylon stocking wrapped tightly around her neck. She was barely conscious. She claimed someone had tried to strangle her. But again, no witnesses, no fingerprints, no forced entry. That wouldn't be the last time. Over the next 6 years, Cindy James would be found with cuts on her body, her hands and feet tied nylon stockings around her throat, her clothes ripped, and once beaten with a blunt object. Each time she told police, "They came again. They tried to kill me." But there was still no proof. In one incident, she was discovered unconscious, with a black nylon stocking knotted around her neck, a needle mark on her arm, and a pair of men's work boots nearby. But the police still weren't sure. Was Cindy staging these attacks herself? Or was there really someone silently hunting her? June 8th, 1989. Cindy James disappears after a shift at work. Her car is found in a shopping mall parking lot. Inside the car, her wallet, her keys, a gift she had just bought. Blood on the driver's side door, but no Cindy. 2 weeks later, her body is discovered in the backyard of an abandoned house. Her hands and feet are tied. There's a lethal mix of morphine and other sedatives in her system. A black nylon stocking is again wrapped around her neck. And next to her, a note. It's over now. The official cause of death was ruled as suicide. But how can someone inject himself, tie his own hands and feet, strangle himself all at once? That explanation was absurd. Even experienced investigators found it hard to believe. Former officer Sergeant Larry Johnson publicly stated, "There is no way she did that to herself. Someone killed her." Her family never accepted the official story. From the very beginning, they believed Cindy had been targeted, stalked, harassed, and eventually murdered. They spoke to the media. They challenged the investigators. They demanded that the case be reopened. For years, they kept pushing. Letters, phone calls, pleas. But the system had already made up its mind. Suspicion turned to her ex-husband, Dr. Roy Makepeace, but he denied everything, and there was no evidence to charge him. And the police never made an arrest. No suspect, no charges, no closure. The final ruling remained suicide, despite a scene that looked and felt nothing like that. And with that, the silence began. The case was closed, the files were sealed, and the world turned its attention elsewhere. Cindy James had claimed she was being followed. She documented over 100 incidents, from strange calls to physical attacks. She moved. She changed her name. She hired private security. And still, it followed her. Some believed she suffered from dissociative identity disorder or delusional psychosis. Others believed she was telling the truth, that someone stalked her for years, and in the end, finished the job. Her ex-husband was questioned, but never charged. Still, nothing was proven. No evidence, no confession, just questions. And the truth died with her. And all that's left is the silence. You have reached the end. Like and share it with someone who isn't afraid of the unknown. And subscribe, because the next story is already watching. This was Agent I.